You probably believe that if you take good care of your car, it will take good care of you. Change the oil on time. Replace worn tires. Follow the maintenance schedule. Most drivers grow up believing that a well-maintained vehicle should easily serve them for many years. But what if some of the most expensive parts inside your car were never expected to last nearly as long as you imagined? Around the world, modern vehicles are becoming smarter, safer, and more technologically advanced than ever before. Yet millions of owners are being hit with repair bills worth thousands of dollars, long before they ever expected serious problems to appear. Is this simply the unavoidable price of modern technology? Or is there a much bigger business model quietly operating behind the machines we trust every single day? Today, we're uncovering the hidden economics behind why modern cars often seem to wear out faster than people expect, and why owning a vehicle today is very different from owning one just a few decades ago. The global automotive industry generates trillions of dollars every year and employs millions of people across manufacturing, engineering, transportation, finance, insurance, software, and retail. But selling a brand new car is only one chapter of a much longer business story. Once a vehicle leaves the dealership, it enters an entire ecosystem designed around maintenance, servicing, replacement parts, financing, extended warranties, connected services, and software updates. Every oil change, every replacement sensor, every diagnostic scan, and every scheduled service becomes part of an industry that continues generating revenue long after the initial purchase. Modern vehicles contain dozens of onboard computers, hundreds of electronic sensors, advanced safety systems, cameras, radar units, and millions of lines of software code. These innovations have made driving safer than ever before. Features like automatic emergency braking, lane keeping assistance, adaptive cruise control, and electronic stability systems have helped reduce accidents and improve road safety across the world. Engines have also become cleaner and more fuel efficient thanks to increasingly sophisticated electronic management systems. But every layer of innovation has also added another layer of complexity. Repairs that once required basic mechanical tools now often require specialized diagnostic equipment, manufacturer software, and technicians trained to work with highly integrated electronic systems. The real question isn't whether modern cars have become smarter. They clearly have. The question is whether all this growing complexity has quietly become part of the business model itself. Here's the first hidden mechanism that many drivers never think about until something breaks. Many modern vehicle components are no longer designed as individual repairable pieces. Instead, they're built as sealed assemblies. Years ago, if a small bearing failed, a mechanic could often replace just that bearing. If one internal part stopped working, it could frequently be repaired without replacing the entire system. Today, that's often no longer the case. Imagine a tiny electronic sensor that costs only a few dollars to manufacture. Instead of being sold separately, it may be permanently integrated into a much larger module that includes wiring, electronics, housing, and multiple other components. If that one sensor fails, the entire assembly may need to be replaced. Suddenly, what could have been an inexpensive repair becomes a bill worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Industry analysts point out that this approach can simplify manufacturing, reduce production time, improve quality control, and speed up factory assembly. Building complete modules instead of dozens of separate parts can make production more efficient and reduce manufacturing errors. From the company's perspective, it makes economic sense. But once the vehicle is out of warranty, those same design decisions can significantly increase repair costs for owners. Many consumers naturally assume the entire system has failed because that's exactly what they're told needs replacing. Yet in some cases, only one small internal component actually caused the problem. It's a reminder that the most expensive part of the repair isn't always the broken piece itself. Sometimes it's the way the system was designed from the beginning. And surprisingly, this is only the first layer of the story. Because the next hidden challenge isn't mechanical at all, it's digital. Not long ago, anyone with enough mechanical knowledge, patience, and the right set of tools could repair a large portion of a vehicle in their own garage. Independent mechanics built businesses on experience, practical skills, and affordable repairs. Today, many vehicles require far more than mechanical expertise. They require software authorization. Even something as simple as replacing a battery on certain models may require the vehicle's computer to recognize and register the new battery before charging systems operate correctly. Replace a headlight module, install certain brake components, swap electronic steering parts, or replace advanced safety equipment. and the vehicle may need programming or calibration before everything functions as intended. In many cases, these procedures genuinely exist for safety reasons. Cameras must be calibrated correctly to ensure lane-keeping systems work accurately. Radar sensors need precise alignment so emergency braking activates at the right moment. Electronic systems must communicate properly to avoid dangerous failures. But consumer organizations around the world argue that limited access to manufacturer software also gives automakers greater control over who can perform repairs. Independent repair shops sometimes face higher costs for diagnostic tools, software subscriptions, and technical information that dealerships already possess. This ongoing debate has become one of the driving forces behind the growing right-to-repair movement across the United States, Europe, and several other regions. Advocates believe consumers should have greater freedom to choose where and how their vehicles are repaired. Manufacturers argue that modern systems require careful control to maintain safety, cybersecurity, and reliability. The debate continues today, and there is no simple answer. But here's the surprising part. Sometimes the actual mechanical repair takes only 10 minutes. The longest part of the job isn't replacing the component. It's waiting for the software to recognize it, configure it, and unlock the system so the vehicle can operate normally again. But even expensive repairs aren't necessarily the biggest hidden cost of owning a modern vehicle. Because what happens before your car ever reaches the repair shop may determine how often you'll need one in the first place. And that story begins long before you even drive your new car home from the dealership. Automakers operate inside one of the most competitive industries on Earth. Every new model must balance countless competing priorities at the same time. Engineers have to meet strict safety regulations while reducing emissions. They must improve fuel efficiency without sacrificing performance. They need to satisfy customer expectations while controlling manufacturing costs. They face increasing environmental standards, rising material prices, global competition, and rapid advances in technology. Every decision becomes a trade-off. Imagine designing a single component. One version may last 30 years but costs significantly more to manufacture. Another version may reliably perform throughout the average ownership period, while keeping the overall vehicle affordable for millions of buyers. Which option makes more business sense? The answer often depends on how most customers actually use their vehicles. Studies consistently show that many drivers replace or trade in their cars far more frequently than previous generations did. Leasing has become increasingly popular. Average ownership periods have changed. Consumer preferences evolve quickly as new technology arrives. Manufacturers therefore optimize many components around expected ownership cycles rather than designing every single part to outlast the vehicle itself by decades. That doesn't automatically mean engineers are intentionally creating products to fail. It means they're constantly balancing durability, cost, weight, efficiency, regulations, and customer demand. Now imagine two families purchasing the exact same vehicle. One family follows every maintenance recommendation. Oil changes happen on schedule. Fluids are replaced before they become contaminated. Small problems are repaired before they become major failures. They drive smoothly, avoid aggressive acceleration, and respond immediately when warning lights appear. The second family delays maintenance whenever possible. Oil changes are postponed, strange noises are ignored. Dashboard warning lights remain illuminated for months. Minor issues slowly become major mechanical failures. Years later, these two identical vehicles may have dramatically different reliability records, despite leaving the factory on the same day. Design certainly matters. Engineering matters. Manufacturing quality matters. But maintenance still plays an enormous role in determining how long any vehicle lasts. Now here's where the bigger picture begins to emerge. Modern vehicles aren't simply becoming more complicated. They're becoming part of a connected digital ecosystem. Software updates can improve vehicle performance long after purchase. Smartphone apps allow owners to remotely start engines, monitor vehicle status, or unlock doors from anywhere. Subscription services now enable certain premium features in some markets. Connected navigation, cloud-based diagnostics, real-time traffic data, remote assistance, and predictive maintenance are becoming increasingly common. At the same time, global supply chains stretch across dozens of countries, with thousands of suppliers contributing components to a single vehicle. This interconnected world creates enormous opportunities for innovation. But it also creates entirely new revenue streams beyond selling the vehicle itself. Industry reports consistently show that after-sales services remain among the most profitable parts of the automotive business. Replacement parts, maintenance programs, software services, financing products, warranties, accessories, and connected subscriptions all contribute to long-term profitability. None of this proves that manufacturers intentionally design vehicles to fail. There is no evidence supporting such a broad claim across the entire industry. In reality, modern vehicles are generally safer, cleaner, and far more technologically advanced than those built decades ago. However, it does explain why repairability has become an increasingly important conversation among regulators, consumer advocates, independent mechanics, and vehicle owners worldwide. More governments are examining repair access. More consumers are asking difficult questions before purchasing new vehicles. More buyers are beginning to look beyond the sticker price and calculate total ownership costs over 5 or even 10 years. Because sometimes the least expensive vehicle sitting on the showroom floor becomes the most expensive one to own after years of maintenance, software updates, replacement parts, insurance, and unexpected repairs are added together. Modern cars truly are engineering marvels. They protect passengers better than ever before. They consume less fuel. They produce fewer emissions. They can detect hazards, assist with steering, help avoid collisions, and provide comfort features that previous generations could barely imagine. Engineers across the automotive industry deserve enormous credit for achieving these advances. But progress almost always comes with trade-offs. Greater capability often brings greater complexity. More electronics mean more specialized repairs. More software means more digital dependencies. More connected systems mean more long-term ownership considerations that many buyers never see advertised during the excitement of purchasing a new vehicle. The next time you compare two cars, don't focus only on the monthly payment or the purchase price. Ask how much routine maintenance will cost. Ask whether replacement parts are widely available. Ask how repairable the vehicle will be once the warranty expires. Ask what software subscriptions or diagnostic requirements may exist several years from now. Because the true cost of owning a vehicle isn't measured on the day you buy it. It's measured over every mile you drive afterward. So what do you think? Are modern cars becoming unnecessarily complicated to repair? Or do you believe the benefits of advanced technology justify the higher maintenance costs that often come with it? Share your thoughts in the comments because this is one debate that affects nearly every driver on the road today. If you enjoy uncovering the hidden systems shaping everyday life, subscribe to Global Exposes and join us as we continue investigating the industries that quietly influence the world around us.